Hi guys, a very good morning everyone. Welcome all the GATE 2024 aspirants, the GATE 2024 champions, and yes, the GATE examination starts tomorrow. Of course, not for all branches, but yes, we can say that tomorrow, the 3rd of February, GATE examination is going to begin tomorrow. There is the exam for data science, there is the exam for mechanical, right? And then there is civil, then the upcoming weekend you'll have computer science, electronics, electrical. So it's like GATE now started. Okay, maybe for some of you it's still 1 week left, but yeah, eventually we can say that GATE exam has started. Now you have been working hard for this particular examination, and the time. So now comes a very crucial time where you should be, very serious about how your 3 hours is going to be in the exam time. Those 3 hours, those 180 minutes are going to change the life for you. They are going to change the life for you. Okay. How you behave, how your temperament is in those 3 hours. Okay, see, in the last moment, there is nothing that you can much improve about the concepts. Regarding to the concepts, you have done your hard work in the past few months. Okay, some of you might have prepared for 5-6 months. Some of you might have prepared for more than a year or so. Okay, might have done a lot of practice. You might have done a lot of PYQs. All those activities have been done by you. Okay, all those hard work and the pain that you needed to take has been taken. But after taking a lot of pain, after taking a lot of steps, you really don't want to come up with an undesirable result for you. So yes, the result will be definitely desirable if you capture those 3 hours for you. Each and every second, each and every minute should be in your control. Okay, there are two possibilities when you go and write down the examination. Okay, either the exam paper driving you, or you driving the exam paper, you driving the 180 minutes. Okay, so it's very important that you be on the driving seat, because you have prepared, you have worked hard a lot, and you should be on the driving seat, confirming that those 180 minutes go as you want them to go. Okay, not as the paper wants you to be puzzled. Sometimes based on paper you get puzzled and you just forget your strategy. So how do you need to maximize your performance in the 3 hours, in those 180 most crucial minutes? In those 180 most crucial minutes. Very good morning all. Good morning, keep joining, and let's get discussed one by one. Okay, so exam hall, time management, few important tips I want to say. I will not take much time, I know, because GATE exam, as I'm mentioning, you starts tomorrow. Okay, so a lot of things will be more important for you right now, but this is also important. So let's give little time to this thing. What things you should be ready within the exam time. Okay, so let's get moving ahead. And before I get started, a quick brief update for all of you that yes, guys, on Wednesday, 7th of February at 7:30 p.m. Okay, Richa ma'am brings to you a free interactive live workshop on the BYJU'S exam prep app. So you can download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Okay, you can download it directly using the link provided in the description of this video. Okay. Ma'am is going to talk about the blueprint to excel the GATE 2025 in the first attempt. You can join this free live interactive workshop on the BYJU'S exam prep app. Okay, on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Now, guys, the first and foremost thing, which is very important in managing the time in 3 hours, because there are few things that have changed drastically over the years for GATE. One is the virtual calculator. Okay, of course, for the first transition was the introduction of online examination, computer based test. Then the scientific calculator got introduced. Scribble pads are there. Okay, so scribble pads, something of this kind. Okay, and they are unruled basically. This is just something rough I got in front of me, so I brought for you. Okay, approximately measuring the size 8 cross 6 inches. Okay, but that may vary also. There is no specification that they give. Okay, so that don't worry much about the sizing. Okay, as far as I know, it is 8 cross 6 inches, but this is immaterialistic. वो थोड़ा बड़ा भी कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा छोटा भी कर सकते हैं, but they will give uniform to all the students. That is what matter. Okay, the pages can be 12 to 15 or 18 again, so that is not uniform. That cannot be taken as a rule. Okay, because they don't mention that in the brochure, but yeah, they take the responsibility of providing you a scribble pad where you will do your rough calculation. Okay, now many of the time students just in the beginning hours, in the beginning minutes, okay, you use the scribble pad with full freedom. I mean, you're writing big, 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 and then, after just few questions, maybe 10, 15 questions, you come to the conclusion that, okay, only few pages are left. Yeah, definitely by submitting the scribble pad, you can demand for the next. Okay, but again, that's not the rule. They usually give you the next. Okay, they will take back the first, they will give you the next. Okay, but sometimes situations also depends on the exam center also. Okay, so of course you can get the next also, you have the right, but I think whatever the first scribble pad you have, okay, वो आपको अपने पास सेव रखना चाहिए, because they give second at the cost of first. Okay, so better at the end when you need to go through the entire paper, whether you have done it right or wrong, if you have that time, so you need that original scribble pad also. Okay, so I would suggest you कि try to first of all try कि यार एक ही scribble pad में जितना हो जाए maximum उतना कीजिए. And for that, okay, there are two things. Okay, the first advice that I can give you is, okay, let's say this is the scribble pad. This is the blank page of scribble pad. Okay, divided into 4 sections. Okay, it's a psychology, it's a human mentality ki if I give you a big piece of paper, you will be writing big. Even I will be writing big, okay, with big writing, and eventually then at the end I see that there are very less pages available for the remaining question. Okay, so from beginning only, because guys, you will reach the exam hall before, okay, and you have to do it before the gate time starts. I'm telling you, those 180 minutes are yours. And nobody else should be driving it. Scribble pad should not be driving it. You have to drive the scribble pad. So, before the commencement of the actual exam, the actual timer, okay, you can divide it into 4 sections. Okay, I mean 2 rows and 2 columns. Make it as a 4x4 grid. Okay, and try to cover up each and every question here within a particular grid only. Within a particular grade only. Let's say even if you get 12 pages, okay, कुछ questions में ज़्यादा भी लगेगा, but say suppose you have got 12 pages, okay, 12 twos are 24 sides, okay, 24 into 4, 96, that can be sufficient. So first you have to try even this, okay, so that you don't write extremely small, it should be readable, of course, okay, try to solve this, because ultimately you're doing rough calculation, right? It's not a conventional paper where you have to describe something to somebody. Okay, so this is what number one thing you can adopt. Or else if you want, you can try writing using pencils. Okay, try using pencils. Okay, ठीक है, right. If you feel ki it's going to be less for you, you might have feel with the mock test also. So you can try using it you try filling the scribble pad using pencil. The only discomfort here, maybe you not using the pencil regularly in your regular practice zone, you are used to with pen. Okay, but yeah, I think that's not a big transition using a pencil, but still if you think pen se comfortable, go with the pen. Okay, but yeah, at least divide into rows and columns. Rows and columns. Kar lena, that will be going to help you. Okay, unnecessary at the end, you are puzzled, you are wasting time, what to do, what not to do. Now pages are left, calling the invigilator ki sir extra de do, then they'll take back this. No, I don't think we need any, we don't have a single second to waste. If still it gets over, you can demand for a new. Okay, I'm telling you, most likely they will give, but this is what you can roughly follow. Okay, and it is just a human psychology. Okay, if I give you a bigger space, you will keep writing in the bigger space. If I give you small, you will adjust in small. Okay, we are so adjustable, we are so adaptable to the situation. Okay, chalo. Now next, yes, we'll come to the doubts also, Ambrose, but let me cover up some points here. Okay, the next important point, okay, is that's going to derive your drive your paper is the virtual calculator. Okay, now this is something very important, how your 180 minutes are going to go. So I just hope that you have really prepared and you are really used to with this virtual calculator. Okay, the only reason that I have put this slide here is that in case if you are still not pretty hota hai, there are some students who might not have taken virtual calculator seriously till now. Okay, if you are one of them, even in the last day, okay, what you have to do, suppose you are not used to with the virtual calculator, tomorrow is your exam, suppose for some of you tomorrow, for some of you Sunday, for some of you next Saturday, Sunday, what you have to do is, okay, now very rigorously practice on it, take random problems and rigorously practice on it, and at least you must know these features. Okay, don't go to the exam hall without the knowledge of these features, because not only this, entire memory calculations. Okay, because rest all guys, how to add, multiply, divide numbers, what are the function available, you are engineers that you can adopt within a minute. Okay, when you want to use any trigonometric, inverse trigonometric, log, exponential, any function that is in front of your eyes, you can use it up. That smart you are. Okay, that's smart you are. Okay, but where you are stuck when there's a big chain of calculation coming up, okay, and then there you waste up your scribble pad also because you don't know what is the memory feature of virtual calculator. Okay, so every time you do one calculation, write in the scribble pad and then refresh the calculator doing the next calculation. But guys, if you are clear about the memory features, okay, you can quickly, a big calculation also can be completed within one shot using the memory features, of course, with the brackets. Okay, of course, with the brackets. Okay, yeah, that's what already, last years I've taken sessions on virtual calculator. That is why, I have not taken this year. But yeah, in case if you want to really know the techniques, you can go through one of my videos of the last year. You can search virtual calculator. Okay, I've taken on the same channel. You can search by my name, virtual calculator, Ragesh Salreja. You will get the tips. Okay, so all features of virtual calculator have been explained. So an important tip is, guys, okay, even if you're wasting 1 minute within the exam hall, understanding, even 5 seconds if you're wasting, okay, where is log, where is exponential, where is sine inverse, I don't know because I have not used it. Okay, where to use degree, where to use radian, if you are wasting, then those 2 minutes or 1 minute, whatever you have wasted, are going to be really hurting you at the end. Okay, so what you have to do is, if you are used to it, very good. Okay, आप कल भी अच्छा use करोगे. But if you are not used to it, okay, just go through any of the video and solve. Not only going through the video, you can go through any video on virtual calculator. That will take not more than 15-20 minutes. But not only watching the video, you should take at least 20-25 problems, pure numerical problems, and solve continuously using it at least. Okay. Okay, so that is the next important point I want to mention. Okay, so that you utilize best of the 180 minutes. Okay, now comes the next important point. Now, okay, when you start the paper, okay, whether you're going to start the GA first or whether you're going to start the technical first, because eventually you'll have separate windows for both, as you know. Eventually you have the separate windows for both. चलो एक बार चलते हैं हम लोग एक mock test की तरफ. Okay, let me go to one of the mock test. Okay, so guys, before you are starting the examination, I hope you know these details, but before you start the examination, just go through the instructions very clearly. Okay, go through the instructions once very clearly. Okay, again, within those 180 minutes, you should not spend time in reading any of the instruction, although you might be knowing it, but still start, okay, before the paper, go through each and every instruction. Okay, each and every instruction. Okay. Chalo, now, so when you attempt the paper, you might have seen in the mock test also, you clearly get both of these options, whether the GA first or EC first. This is a EC, you can open your branch as well. Okay, so now that depends. If you think you are good at maths, basic aptitude is basic maths, you have prepared and you can, correct Ambrose for motivation. If you feel you are good at aptitude, start with aptitude, because initial momentum is very important. There may be some of the students who have not at all prepared the aptitude. You're not that great at aptitude. Okay, if that is not your favorite zone, start with this. Always try to prefer starting with your favorite zone. Okay, with your favorite zone. Okay, so I cannot say answer here to you, GA or technical here, but the answer has to be decided by you, pre-decided by you before the start of the exam. Don't be puzzled. Okay, I will look into first question. नहीं यार मजा नहीं आ रहा है, इसमें जाएंगे. First question, अरे इसमें भी मजा नहीं आ रहा है. अरे some big question. I know it has a simple answer. Okay, but अरे it is a big question. इसमें मजा नहीं आ रहा. Easy question number 2 पे चलेगा. Don't be so puzzled. That puzzling will waste your time. So that is what you should not be. Clear, everybody? That is what you should not be. So, it may be GA, it may be technical, depends on individual. Okay, for some of you, GA will be favorable. For some of you, technical may be favorable. Okay, you can decide, you can take your call. But what I want to say, take your call today itself. I mean, before going to the exam. Okay, at the exam, you should be clear. अगर आप GA सोच के गए हो, then there should not be any second thought. Okay, अगर आप GA सोच के गए हो, तो you have to attempt GA whether the first question look big. Because in the GA, it is natural. Many questions looks big, but they have 2-line answer. Don't be worried. So whatever you have thought, if you think that you have thought to start technical, so you might have the confidence. नहीं क्या technical अच्छा है, तो जब confidence गए हो, so don't lose the confidence in the very first question itself. Okay. Okay, so that should be pre-decided by you. There is no answer for this. Okay, it can be different for different students, but that has to be pre-decided. That is what I want to tell you. Clear, everybody? Okay, clear, everybody? चलते हैं next question की तरफ. ठीक है? Next point की तरफ. So few more points, guys. I have a list of 7 points to discuss today, and then after that I will take up your doubts, like some of the doubts are coming up. Okay, come here. Okay, the next important point that you have is, sir, whether to start with the 1 mark or 2 marks question. देखो, this really depends. on your preparation level. And the answer of this can only be obtained if you have solved enough number of mock tests. Okay, because when you solve mock test, okay, then only you come to know ki, whether you are able to solve good numericals quickly, yeah, whether you are good in the simple question. There are some students, okay, but because many of the 1 mark questions are simple, straightforward, yeah, data based. Okay, some of the students are not good in data memory. Some of the students are very good in numerical. Even good questions they are able to attempt quickly. देखो दोनों चीज होती है. Of course, 2 mark का question are going to take time. They are going to take relatively more time as compared to 1 marker. But if you solve them quickly, then that gives you momentum also. If you solve 10 2 marker questions, okay, 20 marks. If you solve 10 1 marker question, 10 marks. So ye momentum bhi aayega. But again, this has to be experimented while you are taking up the paper, while you are taking up the mock test. Okay, which strategy is working out for you. Okay. Also be aware, okay, that these days there is no clarity, there is no surety that you get 1 marks question together, then 2 marks together. It could be even random. Okay. It could be even random. 1 mark, 2 mark, then 1 mark, then 2 mark, 2 mark, then random 1 mark, 1 mark. It could be random. And if it is random this time also, because here sure nahi hai random hoga, because they keep changing. So if it is random, then you don't worry about 1 or 2 marks. Go in the flow. Okay, go in the flow means first decide whether you have to go for GA or technical, as I mentioned, and next be clear ki if you are solving technical. Okay, what is the sequence of subjects? Okay, what is the sequence of subjects? At least technical mein. Okay, you might have taken a call GA versus technical. Okay, now when you come to technical, what is the sequence of subjects? Okay, now, yeah, that's what I'm telling. Some of you 1 mark favorable, some of you 2 marks favorable. Okay, that is okay. Depending, I've seen personally also, and I've seen a lot of students. It depends on their own. Some of students are giving the mock test better with 2 marks. But the point is, agar gate mein sab kuch shuffled hai, don't keep on searching 1 or 2 mark. Then you go with the flow of the paper, whether it is 1 or 2 mark. Better keep searching your subject of interest. So next is, what is the sequence of subject? Should you go in the flow like 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, 5 mark, 6 mark, 7 marks, 7 question? Okay, you can go in the sequence also. But if you think that there are few subjects which are most favorable for you, and you are sure कि यार इसमें तो मैं मचा दूंगा, इसमें मैं फोड़ दूंगा, you are that confident about that, okay, then you can have a sequence of subjects. But now again the problem here is, let me open the interface again. It got here. The problem here is, where is that gone? Sign out here. Oh, ठीक है, I'll start it again, no worries. Okay, just a moment. Now in the sequence of subjects, again there is a problem. Okay, GA or technical that you have decided. Okay, and every time it keeps off shuffling. It's randomly generated. Okay, now you come to it. Okay, now let's say first question, and this is multiplexer and this is digital. Some of you might feel sir digital to bahut अच्छे से पढ़ा है, and I would like to attempt digital. Okay, this may be a question of your comfort. You solve it quickly, and it's actually an easy question. You solve it quickly, you go to the next question. Okay, now suddenly you get a question on EDC, although this is very simple, fundamental, but just say there is a next subject which is not that of your comfort zone. So what can you do in that point? Okay, if you're clear, if you're equally good in all subjects, then you go with the flow, 1, 2, 3. But again, if I say there will be, most of the students, there will be favorite subjects. Try to cover up the favorite subjects first, because getting the momentum in the beginning is very important. Okay, beginning 30-40 minutes actually will decide your remaining 2.5 hours. Okay, so if you feel that you're not good, maybe not that comfortable with EDC, okay, or this is on electromagnetic. Okay, if you're not that comfortable, okay, so you can choose your comfortable subject. How? If you keep searching like this, so ye to time waste hai. And that's what I'm telling you. We should not waste even a single second within the exam hall. So if you keep searching like this, okay, you don't know, na? No. Subjects will not be sequential. Be very clear. Okay. Earlier hota tha, but now these days neither the marks are sequential. Okay, it may be, I'm not telling, but mostly neither the marks are sequential, and especially subjects, so they are not sequential. Okay, it may be digital, it may be EDC, then EMT, it could be anything at random. Okay, it would be anything. It would be different for you. It would be different for other student. Okay, it would be totally random in nature, at least the subject distribution. Okay, so how do you do if mixed subjects are coming up? Okay, and if you want to solve your favorite subject. So guys, remember that this is the GATE official mock test. I have opened this from the GATE website. Okay. ठीक है, तो देखो, look into it. There is the option to see the question paper. Don't search like this. If you keep searching like this, so you directly go to 18, you don't know which question number where it is. Have a look into it. Question paper. ठीक है. Note that the timer is ticking when you read the question paper. मतलब once the timer has started, it will keep ticking. Okay, ticking. ठीक है. So then you can open this question paper. Of course, first and our aptitude, इसको तो हटा देते हैं. Aptitude is anyways a separate section. There you don't have to worry much about the sequence. But you come here. Like this was the first question multiplexer. Now you feel कि पहले आपको digital करना है. So searching this cannot be that time taking. Wherever you find the next digital question. Yeah, not only digital. Don't fix to one subject. If you keep searching question of one subject, ना वो time खत्म होगा. Maybe you have 4 favorite subjects at least. Maybe digital, control, analog, whatever. Okay, जिसका question दिख जाए. Even if you feel with digital, that control also very scoring for you. Okay, this is number 5. Quickly, number 5. Okay, quickly I go to number 5. This can at least be done by you. Okay, then हो गया control हो गया. Then my next is analog. Okay, then my next one is analog. ठीक है. So you can go here. Yeah, maybe you're good at network. Okay, 2-port network. You can go with this. अच्छा, one more thing you can do. Okay, rather than opening one by one. Scribble pad you have ना, आप क्या करना? Okay, scan first 20 questions. One by one चलेंगे. Scan first 20 questions in the question paper, and out of the 20 questions, write down the number ना. बार बार क्वेश्चन पेपर भी ओपन करेंगे मतलब नहीं है. राइट डाउन द नंबर्स. ओके, आउट ऑफ द फर्स्ट 20, 1 and 3 and 4 and 8 and 9 and 13 and 15 and like these are my favorite subjects. Okay, तो पहले इसको करेंगे. These are my favorite subjects. So at least out of the first 20, okay, you have a lead of, out of first 20, maybe you have 12, 13 numbers which are your favorites, very favorites. बाकी भी आपसे होंगे, but they may be your very favorite. Solve it. Then scan the paper. After every question also, if you open this question paper, it will waste your time. Getting it? Okay, so that sequence of subjects, scan the paper, maybe first 20 questions and write down those question numbers in the scribble pad. कहीं पे छोटा सा लिख लेना. And now the numbers are written. Okay, let's say you wrote the 9 in your list. You can now directly go to the 9. Okay, you can now directly go to the 9. Okay, so you can pick up your favorite subjects, but again I repeat, if you believe that you are good at almost all the subjects, then you can better go with the flow. Then need not waste time in shuffling. Okay, so that depends again on individual to individual. If you are good at all, just follow these codes. If you are very good at some subjects and average on the other, okay, then ये strategy आपको लेना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? Now, next important point here, okay, that I'm going to talk is, let's move ahead. Okay, sequence of subjects मैंने बोला. Okay, now the next important point. Okay, the 3 cycles method. Okay, you can adopt a 3 cycles method. Guys, what is this 3 cycles method? Okay, what is this 3 cycles method? Okay, now when you are solving the 65 questions, or let's say 55 questions, okay, discard the technical, GA तो अलग ही करेंगे. Out of the 55 ना, okay, your 55 questions can be divided in the cycle which are 3. What is going to be your first cycle? Okay, always there will be questions, okay, for all of you. It may be sometimes 10, it may be 20 questions which you can just look and answer. Okay, which you can look and answer. Okay, you are 100% sure. Surety वहाँ पे आपका 100% है. And question is also very easy. Okay, to be solved within seconds. There will be many questions like this. अगर आपने mock test दिया है, अगर आपने previous year questions को attempt किया है, okay, no, it's not 3 cycle complete. Listen to me. Okay, 3 cycle, maybe you're getting it wrong. Okay, a cycle by doesn't mean कि 165 किया then again 65. No, listen to me. What is this 3 cycle? Let me complete. Okay, there will be always the questions, okay, which are 100%. You just look and answer. Correct, Ambrose. Just look and answer. Yeah, maybe you need 20-30 seconds. There will be some like look and answer. There will be some like that. वो multiplexer question था यार. 20 seconds में आप complete कर दोगे that first question. So there will be some questions which you are 100% sure they are your favorites and they will be solved within few seconds. आप उसको कर सकते हो. ठीक है, उसको कर सकते हो. There can be the second cycle again where your surety level is 100%. Okay, but the questions are slightly lengthy. बहुत ज्यादा लेंदी तो मेरे को नहीं लगता कि पेपर कभी आता है. Okay, आता है, कभी कभी आता है, but not usually. Okay, so there can be the second type of questions where again you are very confident and आप correct भी करोगे, but of course it needs some time. It needs some time. Maybe by lengthy doesn't mean 10 minutes, but maybe around 2 minutes or so, or 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, itna lagta hai, some good questions will take this much of time. Okay, so that will be your second cycle. Okay, and of course, after you are done with all this, and then if you are left with time, your third cycle, okay, will be those, okay, which are not that 100%, you are sure about, but you can attempt. Okay, you can attempt. ठीक है. नेगेटिव नहीं करके आना है, स्पेशली एमसीक्यू में. ओके, देखो, देयर विल बी सम, there is no fourth cycle, but what is fourth category? Fourth category will be, suppose there is one particular topic by chance you missed to study, okay, and there is a question of that topic. So of course मेरे साथ भी हुआ था, but still I got rank 9 ना. Okay, still I got rank 9 ना. That's not a problem. There will be some topics you might have missed. Okay, you might have missed, whatever it is, no, depends on the paper वाना से ना. It may be 20 to 30 questions. Okay, but at least अगर वो जल्दी से जल्दी हो गया ना, so you will enjoy, you will get into momentum. Okay, so there can be fourth category question which there is from a topic which you don't know at all, so उसको तो कुछ करना ही नहीं है, don't unnecessary waste time. Okay, but there are some concepts you know, but आपको थोड़ा time लगेगा उस question को crack करने में. That is what I put in the third category. That is what I put in the third category. So hope now this 3 cycle method is clear. By 3 cycle, I did not mean that go through the complete paper 3 times. Okay, but yeah, if you have the clear time management, and provided paper is not that difficult, okay, sometimes the paper goes extremely difficult, but that is not a very highly likely event. Mostly the paper is easy or moderate. Okay, so if the paper is regular, easy or moderate, you will most likely get a time. If your time management is good na, you will get a time to at least maybe last 20 minutes. I believe I got 20-30 minutes, exact to yaad nahi hai, but when I wrote my GATE exam, I got roughly 20-30 minutes at the end, okay, to go through my paper once again. Okay, so that now you have the mark for review, so you can check what are the questions which you have marked for review. Use those patterns, okay, very carefully. Okay, of course in the cycles now those questions will also matter. Okay, those questions will also matter. Okay, like you have scanned, and these are some of the questions which you can attempt. Okay, but not right now, thoda time lagega. Some of the questions which you can attempt, so you can mark it. Don't save the answer, but mark it for later. Okay, you can just mark it for later. Yeah, these are the question numbers. After doing all these 2 cycles, these are the question numbers which I can definitely attempt. Okay, so use those features also. Okay, how to mark, how to save and mark for review, and all those things. Be very careful about that. Okay, so provided your paper is easy to moderate, like mostly it is, and you are good with the time management, you have done a lot of mock tests, so I believe around 2.5 hours mein mostly paper ho sakta hai. But again, it depends on the difficulty level or the length of the questions. Okay, so this is the 6th important point. Hope you are now clear with what I meant by the cycles. Okay, some of you were getting it wrongly, but now I think it is clear what is the cycles, 3 cycles method. Okay, let's go ahead to the next. Okay, the 7th very important point, actually I believe one of the very important points. Okay, the paper GATE examination which starts tomorrow, it may be difficult, it may be easy. It may be difficult, it may be easy. We don't know how it is going to be. Okay, if the paper is very easy, don't be overconfident. Okay, because sometimes paper is very easy, so remember it is very easy for all others. If you just go in overconfidence, okay, if you just go in overconfidence, okay, maybe at the later stage, okay, because of overconfidence, because of hurriness, because of extreme high speed, because of the overconfidence developed, you may get negative marks as well. At the same time, paper may be difficult also. Okay, but guys, here is the real test of an aspirant. If it is difficult, don't worry that ISC has not made a paper for one particular person. Suppose you are Mr. X, ISC has not designed a separate paper for Mr. X. ISC has designed the same paper for all of you. So even if it is difficult, don't panic. And that is why the number one thing that we advise you when you're beginning the preparation, your question practice should be from easy to moderate to difficult. Your preparation should be till all level. Okay, but still, even after preparing up to this level, when actually difficult paper comes in the exam, students will panic. Trust, एक चीज याद रखना, मेरे लिए अलग से पेपर नहीं बनाया है. Here only thing will work, and that is your trust on yourself. If you trust yourself कि यार I have prepared hard a lot and still it is difficult for me, यहाँ पे अपने आप को कॉन्फिडेंट बताना है, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट भी नहीं. आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड एंड स्टिल इट इज डिफिकल्ट, तो व्हाई नॉट फॉर अदर्स? ये जो बाजू में बैठा है इसके लिए भी डिफिकल्ट होगा. व्हाई नॉट फॉर दिस गाय, व्हाई नॉट फॉर एनी अदर गाय इन द इंडिया हु आर गोइंग थ्रू आउट द कंट्री और राइटिंग द एग्जामिनेशन. इफ इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी, इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम आल्सो. आउट ऑफ दिस डिफिकल्ट, ओके, जितने मैं ज्यादा सॉल्व करूंगा उतने बेटे बेटर रैंक आएगा. बिकॉज इफ इट इज डिफिकल्ट पेपर, ऑफ कोर्स, ओके, द इवन एट लो मार्क्स, okay, like last year what happened electrical, okay, even the toppers at 65 66 marks, that is what is happening. Once it happens for electronics also. So if it is low scoring na, even between 60 to 70 toppers are declared. Between 60 to 70 mark all India rank 1 comes up. If it is very easy, it can go even up to 90 marks. So that is the true test, guys. Because if you panic tomorrow, and if you lose some of the questions, or if you are demotivated, then your entire preparation is wasted, and for gate examination you have to wait for the next year. You have to wait for the next year. Okay, that is what it is, guys. Acha, now as one more important point, this is like maybe entire paper easy or entire paper difficult. There may be another story also. As I'm telling you, the questions for different students are shuffled. Okay, there is no particular sequence that you, Mr. X and Mr. Y, will get the same questions in same sequence. Okay, it may be possible that beginning 5 questions Mr. X got, beginning 5 questions Mr. X got, yeah, beginning 10 questions Mr. X got, luckily were easy. Don't conclude and don't be an overconfident ki entire paper may be easy. Maybe the other questions are coming up in your bank. Because when I say paper is difficult, not all questions are difficult. Okay. For Mr. Y, the beginning 10 questions were difficult. So if you are Mr. Y, maybe if you are getting initially difficult questions, don't judge that the entire paper may be difficult. Don't be demotivated. Maybe the remaining 55 questions are actually easy to moderate level. So, because of the shuffling, don't conclude beginning mein kya hoga. And even if the paper is overall difficult, also trust yourself. That is what, guys, you have to, be really confident कि यार मैंने मेहनत की है, और अगर ये tough है तो सबके लिए tough है, बाकियों के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा tough होगा. Are you getting it? ठीक है, so that is what Ambrose. No, you don't have to start demotivation there, because once the demotivation gets into the head, the 3 hours will not be in your control. Because once you're demotivated, you panic and you take random calls, you keep randomly shifting the question. That should not happen. Again, I repeat, okay, the exam situation should not drive you. The pressure should not drive you. You should drive the 3 hours, because these are most precious 180 minutes of your life. These are the most precious 180 minutes of your life. Remember it. Okay, and most precious means most precious. So value it. Okay, please do value it accordingly. Okay, so guys, all the very best for the exam. It may be difficult, it may be easy, it can be anything. You just have to trust yourself. Don't be overconfident, or don't be in a panic situation. Okay, guys, so now not only for EC but for all branches, but yeah, this is a sample slide, guys, that after every exam gets over, the entire team is going to come with the gate exam live analysis to talk about the answer keys, okay, to talk about the expected cutoffs and etc etc etc. Okay, so like EC is on 11th Feb forenoon session. After the gate exam gets over, we will come live. Similarly, it will be held, this analysis will be held for EE also, for computer science also, for mechanical or civil also, on our mechanical civil YouTube channel, and it's going to be for all branches. Okay, so you can just be updated to our BYJU'S YouTube channels, all the YouTube channels. Okay, so that we meet after the exam and discuss how the exam was. And now I'll be taking up some of your queries. Okay, guys, the last All India Open Mega Mock Test schedule. The last All India Open Mega Mock Test schedule is here for you. Okay, and yes, guys, okay, 27th of January, the last one started. Okay, and it is going to be live till 2nd of February, basically. Okay, today is 2nd of February, and these are open mock test. So get one more chance to appear in a 3-hour. It's a full mock test. Okay, so one more chance to appear in a full 180 minutes test and see whether you are into panic situation, whether you're overconfident, what is going good for you, what is not going good for you. Please see that, and there can be still scope of improvement. Okay, so this is for electronics. So electronics exam mein to all time hai, but the mega mock tests are there for all branches. Other branch students also can attempt respectively. Okay, so the last day for the All India Open Mega Mock Test, start date was 27 January, and it is there till 2nd of February. Okay, till 2nd of February. Today till night you can attempt. You can attempt. Okay, ji. So guys, yeah, I'll be taking up your queries just another minute. Okay, the Vision Gate 2025 and 2026 courses are live on the BYJU'S exam prep app. Okay, in both the formats, English and Hindi, you can choose the language of your comfort. You get the facility of live classes, recorded lectures, study material, mock test, practice quizzes, everything to make you exam ready. Okay, now, okay, if you want the free one-to-one counseling, okay, and complete guidance for GATE and ESC preparation and all information regarding to the BYJU'S courses, how they can help you, okay, you can directly fill the counseling form, okay, which is available in the description box. In the same YouTube video which you're watching, in the description box, there will be a link. You can just fill the counseling form, very basic counseling form it is, or you can directly contact this number, okay, to have arrange your one-to-one free counseling and guidance sessions. Okay. Chalo guys, yeah. Now, let me take up the queries that you might be having. Gautam, there isn't any update as of now. If it is updated about this for 2024, we'll tell you. Okay. Again, Ambrose, minimum marks depends on the level of the paper. Na? Sometimes even 60, 55, 60 can be good, and sometimes beyond 75. Okay, you're talking about top 7 IITs, I know. So it may be sometimes 55, 60, sometimes 70, 75 minimum hona chahiye, depending on that. Okay. Banu, today there is a T20 series network theory session by Sanjay Rathi sir. Okay. And then some more practice sessions are there for ECEE because your exam is on next weekend. ठीक है जी. Again, Satvik, है ना, score and all, it depends on the difficulty level. Comfortable time to complete aptitude, Rupesh is asking, and I think somebody else was asking in between. तो between में मैं answer नहीं कर पा रहा था. See, 10 questions are there. I think, and aptitude is mostly easy only. Mostly easy. Maybe 15-20 minutes can be a good time, including verbal. कर सकते हो इतने में if you're good into practice. Good time, good time. Yes, Ananta, INT exam is on 4. For 2025 GATE, just after this GATE exam IGT, we'll come up with the guidance session for GATE 25 also. Just wait for that. Complete guidance session for GATE 25. Okay, Aki, I will check care of the PDF once I find that time. In my year for 9th rank Ambrose, it was 75 marks. I secured 75 out of 100. The AIR1 that year was 79. Okay, for EC I'm telling AIR1 was at 79 and I got 75. It is everything mentioned on the admit card. Please check that once, Ananta. ना वानर से ना पेपर कितना भी टफ हो 10 क्वेश्चन से कुछ नहीं होगा. ना so it takes more time to solve. Shall I solve that question? That's what Vikram I told you, na. That's what I told you. What is the sequence of subjects? If you believe that there are 2 subjects troubling you, your time taking for you, attempt at the last, and that is why there is the option to see that question paper. Oh no, on the online window, scan the question paper and write down which question numbers are most comfortable for you. Fellow, usko kar lo quickly. Okay. So guys, for all electronics aspirants, there is one more thing I will tell you, electronics and electrical, that next week, because your exam is on next Saturday, Sunday, next Sunday especially, Saturday computer science, Sunday EC and EE. So next week we are, next week there will be a dedicated practice for MSQs coming up for you. Dedicated MSQ questions. Okay. Because now your syllabus is done, everything else done. Last week only need practice. So some, really, interesting MSQs we'll design and we'll discuss that. Okay, so only MSQ question sessions. Okay, some of them will be coming for you in the next week. Okay, so ECEE students can be just be alert on the same channel. Chalo guys, I think that's all the relevant doubts that I have with respect to this session. That's it guys. All the very, very best for all those students who have the exam tomorrow. Okay, data science, mechanical, civil, instrumentation. Okay, you have the exam this particular weekend. Okay, and all the students, computer science, electronics, electrical, you have still another week buffer. So, in that week, try to, revise more and try to give more and more number of mock test. Okay, MSQ sessions leke aayenge. Yeah, for different technical subjects, we will bring Nana Prakash. Okay, ठीक है. Chalo guys, that's it. Bye bye. Thank you. Stay safe. Take care. All the very best for the students who are writing the GATE exam this weekend. Okay, and for the students of next weekend, anyways, we are having more practice sessions. We'll meet there. We will meet there. ठीक है. अच्छा, also one more thing I will do, guys. Monday को एक और चीज करेंगे. Okay, like for computer science ECEE, as I'm telling you, paper is on next weekend. For computer science, for ECEE, you have the paper on next weekend. Okay, so this Monday, most likely Monday only. Okay, I will take a separate session where we will see what were the aptitude and maths question of the first weekend, because they are common to all branches. Now that we can talk. Okay, what happened in civil exactly can't be related with electronics or computer science, of course, but what were the questions of aptitude and maths? Okay, what were the aptitude and maths question of the first weekend? Matlab, how was the mathematics and aptitude questions in data science, in instrumentation, in civil, mechanical? Okay, whatever we get, okay, memory based, because paper to baad mein declare hoga, but whatever we get by discussing with the students, Monday I will take a session on that dedicated. Okay, Monday we will plan a dedicated session on that. Okay, everybody be alert on the same channel. Monday we will take a separate aptitude and maths session. Okay, for all the questions that were asked in this particular week. Okay, in this particular weekend. ठीक है, Monday को discuss करेंगे separately aptitude and maths. चलो guys, that's it. Bye bye. Thank you. Stay safe and do take very good care of yourself, especially in the last moment. ठीक है. Ambrose, now almost daily you can be in one mock test. Okay, daily you can be in one mock test at least now. Because last moment it's more and more mock test, because you will learn a lot of things. You will revise through mock test only. Mock test 3 hours plus around 1 hour analysis. Pura analysis के साथ. Chalo. Bye bye. Thank you. Stay safe. This is Rakesh Alreja finally signing off.